this is Dloto for those that don't know me. And then we've got the one and the only. Ace.
Thank you for having me.
This is my husband. I always have. This is my husband,
Dloto,
for those that don't know me. Before we actually start, babes, I do want to say to the new subscribers, welcome home. And for the regular Ds, the ones and the onlys, the good supporters, thank you so much, guys, for your kindness, for your love, and for your support. We do not take that for granted. We have hit 2,000 subscribers within 7 months, and that is awesome. And it's been a struggle, and we are so happy that we had actually gone through this journey. It was hard, it was difficult, lots of fights, and yet you guys don't know about.
But I think we have to kind of put some light on the fights. It'll be amazing.
Yeah, it will be amazing. Someday we will reflect on our previous videos. But thank you so much, guys. And let's just jump into the video. So if you're watching this video and you're saying that you have experienced cheating, or you say you see that there are what do you call this thing? Tendencies. You see tendencies. This is the video for you to watch, and we hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Make sure you do like this video before you actually watch it. Don't forget to comment below and just say, hi guys, I'm here. And the biggest keyword is,
I don't know. I really don't know.
Subscribe.
I don't know that.
Love, you've been here like I don't know for how long.
I don't know. It's okay not to know.
Okay, but yeah, please make sure that you do subscribe to join the crew, and it will be so nice to actually welcome you guys into the family. So yeah, babes, let's talk about this thing of cheating. We've seen and we've heard and maybe we've experienced cheating in some way, one way or another, and I really wanted to talk about it today. And we felt like this was an issue where we've heard recent stories hitting tabloids, and it's been really interesting to hear other people's perspectives about this topic. And we want to indulge this topic with you guys, and we thought we should bring it to you guys. So yeah, take it away, love. He was like, you know that thing when someone is not lit, and then you just like, shuck it. Go back, take it away. I just want to quickly understand, like, I've got different questions, right?
Yeah.
He's a sociologist, by the way, studies human behavior, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Like, I want to understand, babes, before we get into the heating part, I want to understand which some of the attributions or signs which people can start looking to identify that this person or my spouse or my fiance, whatever, is actually cheating. What are some of the signs
I think for immediate
people can see?
You know, the immediate one is, I will always make reference to our own type of relationship. You know, the first sign that one has to look at. But maybe just check.
Okay.
The whole idea of spending time. You know, spending time with your partner and not prioritizing time.
Yeah.
You know, not prioritizing things that you were basically, you know, used to prioritize.
Yeah.
So if your partner then now begin to deviate from certain things that are important in the relationship, that must give you some indication that something is happening.
Okay.
You know, so what one is not, if you are not prioritizing time. So time is important in any form of a relationship, I suppose.
All right.
You know, and also certain things now are not communicated.
All right.
So secondly is communication and also comprehension.
Okay.
So those two things are too much. They are different. You know, there's communication, but there's comprehension. So most people communicate, but there's no comprehension. So sometimes those three things may begin to give you an indication. And also my reason, you know, the reasons why men or women cheat is always, again, Dloto, always personal.
All right.
So we may not be able to fully comprehend the context of that. But
Yeah.
I suppose, those certain fundamental in a relationship are not, are not held, with care.
Okay.
Communication, comprehension, spending time with your partner.
Yeah.
Those are things that maybe sometimes are a problem in a relationship.
Just to include a few of my own is perhaps look at, when you're in a relationship and suddenly I become uncomfortable now when person touches my phone, or certain calls come in or certain texts come in, and I begin to not want to communicate around my partner. Those could also be the signs where now I want to talk in the bathroom, I want to go outside. I begin to feel uncomfortable touching my phone, or I become jumpy when my partner begins to touch my phone. Things like that make you switch on the lights and see that there's actually something different here. Or sometimes one of the signs that your partner might be cheating on you is basically privacy. Too much privacy. I'm gonna explain this. When there's a phase where you enter into a relationship, I would like it preferably if you're saying, okay, let's keep it private, let's do that private, right? But don't start public, and then now ziggy, all of a sudden I want to go private. Like, I don't understand. Now I don't want to meet you daylight, I want to see you at night. I am not comfortable going with you to certain places or certain areas. I always have excuses of taking you to my friends, and sometimes just twist it up. Don't allow your partner to always call you lovey, honey, baby. Call me by my name.
Why?
Because you'll make a mistake one day.
Okay, tell me more about that. I like that.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Just, I remember when we started a while back, long time ago, years and years ago, when we started this relationship, I remember my husband would call me all these sorts of names, and it was so interesting. And I remember one day when I was visiting you at your house, and I was like, you started calling me, I was like, babes, can you stop all these calling me these names? Let's start calling each other by names. Because there's one thing about names, you will mess it up, One day you will call me Ndombokolo.
Oh my God.
Or Nicole.
Oh my goodness.
So I think also your sex drive, I need to mention this. This is like another hint. Your sex drive, it changes. Sometimes, baby, do you have a definition? Before we actually get into the serious part of this topic, do you have a definition for cheating? What is cheating? What does cheating mean?
Well, I think
drum roll.
But allow me to say, really, all of this concept that we are using, there is no, there are social constructions. In other words, there is no biological explanation that men or this gender or this it's man-made. So if I were to give a definition, really, it's difficult to give a definition because if I give you this definition, it may not apply to everyone else.
All right.
So I don't have one definition.
Okay. However, we will put the definition from Google itself.
Google Scholar.
Yes.
Or from a research article journal.
Yes. We will put it somewhere here on the screen so that you guys can see.
But maybe I want to when we do that, we must bear in mind that the concept itself, cheating, is a social construct.
All right.
And I think we got to be able to understand the implication and the meaning and the interpretation of that concept itself. So
so like my husband said, scholarly, we will however put the description of cheating, what it means, how do you see the signs, perhaps maybe we will put it on the screen so that you guys can have. Now let's go deep, Baba. I want to understand now, babes.
Yes.
Let's say for instance I catch you cheating or you catch me cheating, I want to understand the dynamics behind. We just had a story right now. It hit like the tabloids, like, you know, it was all over. We were speaking about these two couples, which you guys know, but unfortunately, we do not want to be sued. That is the reason why we won't specifically name the names, but you guys know these couples. They were married, they had a son, and it's celebrity, right? So I want to understand, when you look at what happened. Now, I don't want us, when we're sitting here, to begin to respond to that,
or to be judgmental.
So I want us, because maybe there might be someone, because, okay, before I even say this, okay, so I want us to take it to our heart. Let's wear the slippers or the shoes, let's fit in those shoes, and let's begin to answer from that perspective, you know, before we begin to say okay. So take it away, babes.
What was your question again?
So my question is, when you look at that article, when you look at that interview, listening to those videos, what goes in your mind?
You know, Dloto,
the first time when you listen to it.
Let me call it by your name. Dloto. No, David. In fact, I can say I don't want to double call. But you know, Dloto, is that one thing that I it's a very difficult and very emotional thing that happens in any form of a relationship. I don't think we are sitting here to Nasoabini. I don't imagine, you know, if it was us, if it was us, you know, what would be in your mind? So I approach the story, you know, from that perspective. And, you know, if you begin to label who was right and who was wrong, without having a full context of what happened to the entire thing, you can get a one view of the story, you know, because there is a reason for that. And sometimes abantu who are cheating from a premise of saying anzobhaqo. No one
say that again.
Everyone who is cheating, everyone who is engaged in a different relationship, will cheat up because you are working from a paradigm that says anzobhaqo.
Can I kiss my husband? Because he's so intelligent. Can I?
So if I cheat Dloto, I'm having a preconceived assumption that Dloto won't catch me cheating, and maybe there's a reason why I'm cheating. Maybe, you know, there's problems, you know, problems between me and you, and maybe I don't see the relationship as a very space for happiness. Because remember, why you are in a relationship, you know, there are reasons why you are in a relationship. So you are in a particular relationship because I find when I'm with you, Mzagelo, you know, I am happy, peaceful, everything is imandi, you're right. Suddenly all of those things then change, then the relationship changes as well. So we people who are in a relationship open up doors for cheating, you know, because of the void, the emptiness that at a given point we experience while we in a relationship. So no one cheat without reasons. Okay. So reasons are known by us. For you know, you can't say it was just I don't know. Yes, you do know. And listen to me. You do know, and you are not being judged. You do know why you are cheating.
And let me just quickly highlight, baby, and say whether those reasons are valid or non-valid. You do have a will to substantiate.
Yeah, because I remember I was in a relationship, you know, and I'm kind of not a victim. I witnessed and experienced what it means to be cheated for. What's the right English?
That's right.
You know, and again, when you react, whatever. When you react on that, you are not reacting from a rational point of view. You are reacting from an emotional point of view because you are hurt. And you're not hurt in Kamala, but your emotions are hurt. Your love is hurt. Everything emotional about you is hurt. And you don't understand but why this person can do this to
Yeah,
me. So your response always is from an emotional response. Sometimes emotions they too may not have the intelligence.
That's true.
You know, we may not think properly at that time because and we don't understand and all of those things, and then we do things that we may think later are not rational. So I do not want again to blame people who are working from their emotions when they are cheated, you know. So we got to be able to say, let's understand the emotion of the person. That person, I mean, Dloto, if you can find me with a girlfriend in this house, do you think you will smile?
Let's do it like this. It's very simple, love. And I believe that this thing has happened. We've all been victims. Like everybody. You've been a victim and you've been a victim. Everybody has been a victim, right? But for me, it just depends on how do you then begin to respond to
but
this
maybe
thing.
I don't want people to be criminalized or judged based on their response. We got to be able to respect and also respect and honor that response, whether we agree or not. It was an appropriate response at that time from that person.
I like what you're saying. That's what I was gonna say, because it's very easy for people that are not experiencing that to say, you could have persisted, you could have persevered. It's easy for you who's sitting on the other side to say that. And meanwhile, if you could get into that situation, you could even burn the whole house.
You know, and I was driving this white, I had another van, an old van, and I was so angry. Night drive, I van, 120, 260, because I was very angry, Then the figure, that's a bit tango, no puga ingalo.
Spider-Man.
Because I'm not thinking. You can't negate your but because of I'm driven by I'm driven with this anger, blah blah. So me being a rational person, I was not operating on rationality altogether, because my emotions, my feelings, everything about me has been abused, has been abused and violated. So you then do stupid things, and you then later come back to your senses. So allow people to come back to their senses, even if it will cost them.
And I also want them to understand, those that are watching us, our viewers, to understand that it's okay to respect to the person, because I think this person, which we could say was victimized in that scene, I think at some point he was okay with how that person responded, because I think he understood the emotional damage that person actually had on that other person. And if I could add on what you're saying, as I was saying, that it's easy for us who are sitting on the other side, because all things are not nice, and that's what I'm saying.
We're having fun,
and I can't imagine if we are like this now. I could hear something, or I could witness, not even hear about it, but witness my husband cheating.
Do you think we're gonna sit in the chair and begin to pretend on this camera? You're not. Because you'll be angry and so on.
What I'm trying to say is, let's give people space before we begin to judge. Let's allow people to be themselves. And another thing, I was watching, this is another celebrity, I was just watching an interview now. It was not even an interview. This person was actually doing, once again, this person,
Instagram.
On Instagram Live. This person was doing an Instagram Live, and I came across this person, which you guys know, they were, at the age of breaking up.
No, they did break up.
I'm saying like they.
Yeah, they were.
And today they married. They joined again, and I was listening, and it
but
was
maybe
very funny.
let's just say this. If you look at that case of those two celebrities, there have been scandals. There's been problem in there, and their affair was in a public domain.
Babes, this is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about this thing, that it is so easy for us to
write them off
and to, you know, write people off and begin to discourage the other person who's been victimized and say, no, this person didn't deserve you, blah, 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 blah. And now when you see these people together, that's why I always say, izinto zabantu ababini azingenwa.
But abantu ababini kufuneka bangazingenisi into zabo.
Yes, mamela.
Azingenwa but bangazingenisi.
Mamela bad.
Sungenisa.
Mamela laugh.
Sungenisa. Sisi don't sungenisa uyenza lo. Uyenza. Sunfaka mna. Nawe mandakufaki. Because the reason why we singena wena uyathi just uyenza lo. Please that friend. So like namzakelo like nawe I'm fucking do.
I'm trying to see this guy, you know, he just makes me laugh. But what I'm trying to say is I like the fact that, you know, but I wanted to talk, that's going to be my third question to you. In as much as we do all these things, let's try, you know, and be supportive. That's, I think, more than, you know, saying brutal things and, you know, no, he didn't deserve you, she didn't deserve you. Rather be supportive, because at the end of the day, it's the heart that speaks. Because I'm looking at all those people who were discouraging them not to be together.
But I'm just thinking
what
about.
What are they saying now?
But I'm just thinking about these two celebrities. It was all over the affair.
Yeah.
People talked about them, and people said, and even this other celebrity wrote a song, a beautiful song, and it's a funny. And we love the song, creativity, boom, bachati. And ke ukuthi nabe singene phansi igcwele FTT tingene phayana. Ithi busy kabantu.
Nasi sithi asigo.
And sithi download la ngoma. But and it tells us something about the form and nature of relationships. Relationship in the essence, zona nje complicated.
Yeah.
And kufuneka sibe ne wisdom, you know, wisdom of understanding the complexity your relationship. And before we go away, I think what is important is that we got to have the awareness of ourselves first. We are in this relationship as a husband and a wife. We must know ourselves. And it's a big thing for many people that they have not discovered themselves in a relationship. Because
but I don't even think, baby, it's about discovering yourself.
Can I have my drink, baby? Where is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know, I don't even think it's about having to discover yourself, because when you get to the point whereby you receive news or you see and witness the thing, there is no discovering yourself. You become an animal. You become brutal. But because we spoke about this, I don't want to waste time. This leads us to the third question, which is about privacy and public. I want to understand, babes, what is it that, because I think people do tend to confuse the two. They don't know what they can show people, and they don't know what they don't have to show people, because there are certain things which I believe in a relationship. I can take a picture with you, I can take a picture with my child and post it on Instagram, but there are certain things which I will never ever put down on my social media for people to see, more especially when there are energies that are happening, or things, bad vibes that are happening, you know. And I just personally, it's not even about protecting the other person, but it's just about that one CIS song, and we are saying and then boom. And if you had just kept quiet and then just deal with whatever you're dealing with internally or secretively, whatever, or privately, and then there wouldn't be any songs, because there was no need for
but I mean this, you know, yeah, I know, but I think the difficult part is to learn, to understand, and also be able to distinguish private and public.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, and also, you know, and I mean, people generally don't understand that because we have social media, we have new advanced technology. I mean, now we know we have phones as fancy, smartphones. You know, for smartphones, So that thing, sometimes private can be, overstepped by social media, and then.
Hey, baby, before I forget this question, now that you're talking about this, I understand there's a thing with people where they now want to be famous for bringing their troubles, So if I'm being abused inside the house, now I'm gonna start, beginning to, and I don't want to say most people, some people, do you think that they do that because they want to gain followers?
I was answering the first question. However, I'm going to answer this one because I'm going to talk again. Your mind will be excited about something else.
I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Like, I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay, so what I'm saying, love, we have to learn in our own relationship. Yeah. We are in this platform. We talk about relationship issues, but I think we have to have the wisdom and the mind to able to distinguish it. It's not easy, like we are saying. It's not very easy. Primarily, if you are in a public space, if you are in TV, but generally you got to be able to say this one is not for public consumption. Yeah. This one is an internal issue, and I will allow your processes to manage it and also facilitate a solution to that one. So we got to learn that. It's a skill. It's not easy. People need to be able to be schooled to understand that. Yeah.
And before we leave you and
I just want to ask you, what was your experience about cheating when? How did you feel when you were cheated to whatever?
I think there's a lot of things that happen. There are a lot of things that a person can do. And I don't want to be philosophical now. I just want to be a human.
I'm sorry,
I just want to be human. Like there was back in the days when you used to. Sorry, like if you would cheat on me, like back in the days, I would catch you, or which is not a good thing, and I know it's not a good thing, guys. Ben Boys is square. Then Boys square, guys. Like I kid you not. If you cheated, I cheated because I didn't understand why I had to teach a male figure how to be a man and how to protect me. So for me, regardless of how you felt, because bending irons, all those things that you would preferably want me to do, if you could not protect me and I didn't feel protected, I mean, like
I've never,
that's your choice, love.
And I think, friend, this is great. Can't get shame out of what music because the new relationship, after the relationship, and then the
So yeah, guys. So before we leave, guys, I just want to leave you with one word. One word, babes.
One word. So do you want me to be philosophical?
Anything, okay. Be you.
I think, guys, you got to. I think what we need to do.
Yeah.
Lando communication and comprehension, and also randomly, or you communicate with your partner, because remember what Dloto 2014 is not the same Dloto in 2020.
Definitely not.
So it means therefore Dloto is revolving, is changing from one form to another, and it means that therefore that change may have implication to the relationship. So the relationship itself must always change as well. So the relationship need to be in any concept, yes, sociology, but it must always revolve. Let me use this one. It must always revolve. So that's what I will say. Let's think about what can make this relationship to keep the spark, And
besides the spark, for me personally, I just think that we need to just realize that be yourself, Dloto. Just appreciate yourself first. Understand your worth. And I am not promoting any cheating. And for me personally, if you love yourself, you will know your worth. That's all I'm gonna say. I've answered every question that you guys have ever asked me.
And if it happens that you are experiencing a any situation, you have a situation whereby your partner is cheating to you,
Cheating on you.
cheating on you. Thank you. Cheating on you, English. I would recommend maybe find professional help.
Yeah.
Psychologist or counselor or life coach or anyone.
Why, where's your voice now?
I'm trying to be like different. Yeah, so you know. Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, guys, we love you lots, and please do take care of yourself. Don't forget to please make sure that you do adhere to the rules and the
regulations.
The rules and the regulations. Please make sure that you do sanitize your hands, wear your mask everywhere, and don't forget social distancing, guys. At the end of the day, we need to still be protective and save more lives. Thank you so much, guys. We love you guys a lot, and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye.